Hi everyone, in this new section about exporting and rendering, we're going to start with the quick export. In my opinion, the best new feature in Premiere Pro for a long time. It's just this little button up here. To make it work, make sure you've got a sequence selected down here in your timeline. Click on this button. You can pick the place it's going to go, okay, and the name. Let's do that. I'm sticking mine on my desktop. It's using my sequence name. And then use one of the presets. I'm going to use the first one and hit export. And what you'll see when you get close to the end here, watch out for the little pop-up down here. Successful, hooray. Okay, and here on my desktop is my little MP4. So just a shortcut from going the select in here, either Command M on a Mac, Control M on a PC, okay, to get to this window with a lot of details when you're going out to social media. There's not so many restrictions, or YouTube, or it's a draft. Let's dig in a tiny bit deeper. So let's have a look again. Let's click on the sequence. Let's go to this quick export. Name and location we don't need to talk about. Presets here. There's only a few of them, just so you know. I know the plan is to have more, and I know the plan is to have your own. At the moment, you can't have your own custom one in here yet. Okay, but that'll come soon. It might be already there. Check yours. It's probably there already. My one here, the big differences here are match source and these high quality ones. So these are just good generic, like this one here, 4K. If I click on it, it hovers above it. Look, hovers above it. If I hover above it, it tells me it's going to be an H.264, okay, and it is going to be that resolution, this frame rate. That's going to be the megabytes per second. A quick little aside here, I say megabytes per second all the time. Can't stop it. It's meant to be megabits, more of a transfer speed, not megabytes per second, which is more like a download or a size of a file. So whenever I say megabytes per second, and you'll hear go megabits, okay, per second. Anyway, let's carry on that long, and it's going to be about 150 megabytes. It's always way off though. Anyway, okay, if you want it to be HD, straight from here, you've got a 4K, you just want to send it out as an HD because it's going for draft, and you don't want to send somebody like a gigabyte sized file. Okay, just go to, just downsample it to HD for the moment, and you can see all the options in here. You can see it's only going to be 20 megabytes per second. The reason I can't use this in this case is because, watch, if I click on this one, can you see it's the ratio is 16 by 9? I need it the other way around, 9 by 16. Okay, so, this is horizontal. So I'm going to get this weird horizontal export, which is most of the videos we do. But if you're doing lots of social media, pick match source, and it's going to match the source of your sequence, and then use these adaptive rates here. Okay, we'll talk about adaptive bit rates when we get to it in this course. In the next couple of videos, they are awesome and new and great. But the short is, adaptive is actually going to change this megabytes per second depending on your actual source sequence, which is cool. Or you can pick medium. You can see it there, it's just kind of lowering the megabytes per second. I can hover above it. It says it's a variable bit rate, 1 pass, targeting that 9.9. And it's going to be about that sort of size. So cool and quick. Other ways of using it. You can actually just do sections of your sequence. Say that you are, you're doing reviews and somebody needs to see just this first part. Okay, you might have a really longer documentary and it's just like one section, or let's say it's the intro. I'm going to set my out point. Okay, so I've got this set my in and out points here. You don't have to set an in point. Okay, if I undo that, you can just set the out point and it assumes the in points at the beginning. And with that, like that, I can say quick export, and it will actually just export the in and out point. So let's double check that actually works. I'm going to go low bit rate just to speed stuff up. Let's have a look. There's my multi one. You can see there just my in and out point gets rendered out. Handy. You can actually you can export sequences and you don't have to be loaded. So I can have all these closed or some of them open. I can just go over here, and if I have that selected, let's say my F2, my female 2, okay, even though that one's open, female 1, okay, female 2 is selected over here, and it will export that particular one. Can you see fitness vertical F2? Oh, quick export. You're so quick. And it gives you all the stuff that you need instead of fishing around with people. There's going to be lots of different levels watching this course, but like this is always daunting. Even for me, I'm like, I've been in here a million times and you're like, oh, why is there so much detail? Okay, whereas quick export is just what you need, nothing else. All right, that is it. That is the quick export in Premiere Pro. Next video, please.